Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 36 of Lost by James Patterson. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. There was a different vibe between Marie Meyer and me that next evening. The swelling in my eye from the suspect's elbow had receded during the night, but I was still disturbed by what I'd seen after the raid by the Calamity Mercici. The image of the dead girl stuck in my head. Her pretty face would never smile again. It's easy for a cop to pretend he's seen it all and nothing bothers him. The reality is that if you see too much, there's nothing more you can do to save you. So on the job, I never minimized the tragedy I saw. It kept me human, connected. I embraced the fact that I could still be shocked. I tried to stay positive, and I generally liked people, most people. Even knowing what I knew, I gave people the benefit of the doubt. Like my dad used to say, people do what they have to do. Of course, he was using that as an excuse for why he was leaving my mother, but I could see how it made sense. Now, we were in the back of the ND Wallen in the largest of the red district, and Marie was showing me the building where she believed the human trafficking ring operated. We walked because it was faster than sitting in traffic no matter what kind of car you had. And I didn't like seeing the young women in bikinis behind windows. I knew what a hard life prostitutes had, sanctioned by the government or not. The girls in the booths were with red lights, worked 22 hours a day. The booths were closed from 6 to 8 in the morning, then opened again for the businessmen to stop for a quickie on the way to work. I was surprised at the number of tourists, some with children casually walking down the district's narrow streets. We slipped into a cafe for a quick break. Marie took a sip of coffee and stretched her arms. She seemed more relaxed in this setting. She said, "What's your social life like back at home?" "Dull to non-existent." She smiled and said, "I doubt that. A tall, handsome police officer in the city like Miami." "I bet you're busy every night." We shared a lot over the past couple of days, but I wasn't quite ready to get into my home life with her, at least not the details about my mom. We sat quietly for a while longer, then I finally had to ask her about her eye. She focused both eyes on me and said, "It's a birth defect." "Why? Am I not pretty? Would I be a freak in Miami?" I held up my hands. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to touch a nerve. It's just that you're so confident and your eye doesn't seem to bother you. You even made a joke about our eyes matching. I was just curious." Marie waved off my apology and said, "I try not to be self-conscious about it. The doctor said the eyelid droops slightly because of damage to a nerve. I used to wear non-prescription eyeglasses to hide it, but when I turned 30, I realized anyone who was bothered by my eye was not someone I wanted in my life." I said, "Think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy." Marie gave me a dazzling smile. "Okay, I'll bite." "Who said that?" I couldn't hide my own smile. "Anne Frank." "So you have a quote for every situation." I laughed. "I picked that one up reading about Anne Frank last night." "Why do you learn all of these quotes?" "My bachelor's degree is in philosophy. I noticed that it freaked out my coaches at the University of Miami when I spouted quotes. No one expects a big tight end to go to class, let alone study. I knew there was no way I was going to go pro, so I studied hard." Marie gave a dainty laugh. "What does one do with a degree in philosophy? Go to law school? And how does someone who went to law school become a police officer?" That I was not about to get into. There were too many complicated elements involved. I could have told her that I wanted to make a difference in the world or that I liked the excitement. Instead, I just shrugged and said, "I like my job." She got that I didn't want to talk about it. "Do you live alone? I bet you have a fancy apartment on South Beach." "That's almost exactly right, except I live 50 miles northwest of South Beach in a house with my mom and my sister." Marie paused and said, "That's sweet, I think." "Sweet? Weird. It's a matter of perspective. The fact is they're good roommates and I can trust them. I haven't always had that kind of success in any other living arrangements." Clearly wanting to move on and not make me uncomfortable, Marie said, "Why don't we take a look at some other neighborhoods?" It was like police work anywhere. Gather as much intelligence as possible before you act. I felt at home. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.